Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another video for you guys today. Oh my gosh. Wow, he just came out of nowhere. So today we have Spencer with me.
Hey guys.
And we're just gonna be doing a little chit chat type video, answering some questions that you guys have sent us and talking about all things real estate related. So
let's get to it.
Yeah. What have been the biggest struggles that you have come across, or the biggest, I don't know, being in real estate, especially starting out, it can be so discouraging.
Yeah.
So what are some things that you've had to come through or that you've noticed and experienced within the last month?
Let's think. I got two categories for you guys. Feeling discouraged through the amounts of door knocking, cold calling, meeting people face to face, not seeing results.
Yeah.
I think that's been a really big thing with a mindset issue though.
Yeah.
Of like, I expected there to be an enormous amount of people that are unwilling to really work with you just by kind of freelancing, door knocking, freelancing, cold calling.
You mean that are willing?
No,
what do you mean?
well, no, they're not really willing to work with you yet because they're either for sale by owners. They don't want to work with a realtor yet, and I completely understand that. But statistically, 92% of for sale by owners are selling with brokers by the end of the transaction. So that's telling me I got a pretty good chance. So the one thing I remind myself is, why not me?
Yeah, they're gonna listen to someone.
Why not you guys?
Yeah.
Like seriously, it is huge because if you go in thinking that, about 93% of success is just showing up at that point and being consistent. If you look at statistics, 92 to 94% of for sale by owners, statistically here in the Salem, Oregon area.
And everywhere. It's just everywhere. They're gonna listen to someone.
Okay, I'm only looking at statistics around us.
Yeah.
But if it's everywhere, that's amazing. Go get them. Okay, why not you?
Yeah.
But it takes a consistency of dialing. If you got dialers, that's amazing. Keep using them.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't use dialers.
I mean,
we're old-fashioned.
Yeah. Eventually I will. Honestly, I'm just waiting till that day. And so mindset. Don't be frustrated of the denial and stuff like that. You just got to keep going and just say, hey, this next door, let's flush it. Let's get this one. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying about what you were saying at first about the hardest part being like we expect things to happen so much quicker than they do, and it can get really discouraging when you feel like you're putting in all this work, you're prospecting and you're doing all this stuff, but then you're not seeing the results.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this before, but we live in such a microwave society where we expect things like right now and right away, and if we're putting in the work and not seeing the results after a month, 2 months, then we start to think, okay, this doesn't work, let's move on to the next thing. But it's really just about like staying persistent and not giving up because, you know, if you put in the work, the results are gonna come.
Yeah, I think
it's just the way it is.
I think you're spot on, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we want immediate results.
Yeah.
And
I've been there a lot, but
it doesn't work that way in reality.
Yeah.
Because it's not you forcing someone to put the deal together. It's on your clients, guys. Don't be pushy, but you can give them the best professional advice that you have to offer.
Yeah.
So that's part of being a professional and outweighing the competition. Okay, knowledge is power. So make sure we're up to date on number one, interest rates.
Yeah.
that's the beginning. But also what's out there on the market, new developments for sale by owners, especially because you might have buyers that are interested in those for sale by owners, but they don't have access to it because they're only looking at brokers to do the finding for them.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I've noticed.
So I guess the first part, you answered the first part of my question, which I asked, what's the most discouraging part about becoming a new agent? But what would you say is the hardest or the most challenging, or I guess like what you wouldn't have expected? Maybe like you're talking to someone who is thinking about getting into the business, but they haven't gotten their license yet, so they can't really tell what it's going to be like. Yeah,
that's a really good question. I actually had an incident today that opened my eyes with future transactions that I didn't think about going into real estate, because I think about clients, helping them, how can I get through this? I didn't anticipate having much relationship or near as much communication with the other side of the transaction, meaning the other realtor. I just didn't think about that. But in reality, I mean, communication on that side is very important. I'm a personal guy. I like to call. Okay, texting, things can get switched up. I can't read your voice through a text.
So many miscommunications
there's a ton.
can be saved just by like picking up the phone and calling the other agent instead of texting.
Yeah,
that's really
text,
true.
email. I mean, it's kind of, to me, it's hiding behind a screen. I need to hear someone's voice.
Yeah.
Because with our culture and English language, I mean, tone's a big thing.
Yeah, it's everything. Yeah.
It's everything. So in hand movements, reaction when you're in front of people, but right now it's about communicating with other brokers accurately and effectively.
Yeah.
And so my goal at the end of the day, don't have a missed call.
Yeah.
Don't have a missed call. And if you have a voicemail, return it.
Yeah.
And so that's something.
I was really bad at that. My first year in the business, I had so many agents mad at me. I lost a lot of business. It took me a while to learn that. I'm not like this anymore. But my first year, like, I don't know what it was. I would get so annoyed when my phone rang, and then pretty soon I would have like 20 voicemails piled up, and then I would wait a week to get back to them. And now I don't let it happen. I just don't. And I don't stress about it anymore. I don't know why it was such a big deal at first, but I think if you just don't even let yourself have like any voicemails that are missed, then you don't get to that point where you have 20 and then you're overwhelmed and you're just avoiding it. And I don't know.
No, it really does help, because when you're just feeling overwhelmed, drowned, your brain is just flooded. And so if you're just dealing with things as they come, I mean, don't put it off. Make time. So with that being said, anything else you want to cover today?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching.
Hey.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, so that you don't miss anything, and hit the little notification bell so you are alerted every time we upload a new video. Isn't this so creepy? Thanks for watching.
That's enough.
Send your referrals our way. We'd love to handle your clients that are moving to Oregon, and we'll see you next time.
Yep.